Hey guys, I hope you all are having a good day today. I could be having a better one, but life goes on. We have to do what we have to do, and that's it. So, let's talk about the Yankees' very interesting shortstop situation. Now, a lot of people feel that Oswald Peraza, this is his job to lose. And I think that way too. But depending on how well Oswaldo Cabrera plays, Anthony Volpe plays, depending on how they play, this could get very spicy, very quick. But before I get into the dirty details here in this video, do me a favor, guys. If you're not subscribed, consider leaving a subscribe. And thank you for those who do watch and who continue to support the channel. It means a lot. So, let's talk about IKF with his stance in this whole thing. IKF, he's an okay ball player. He's not great, but he's an okay ball player. He reminds me a lot of Enrique Wilson, former Yankee from many, many moons ago. And Enrique never struck out. And IKF, he never strikes out either. He could have a good spring, and he could surprise us all, and I hope he does. But in my opinion, he's better utilized as a role player. He could play third. He could play short. He's got a weak arm at short, but he could still play over there. He could even catch. I bet you he could play the outfield. You could utilize him in a multitude of ways, but IKF, in my opinion, is a non-factor when it comes to the starting shortstop spot for the Yankees in this upcoming season. That might shock some of you, but that's how I feel. Now let's talk about the X factor in all of this. And it's not even Anthony Volpe. It's Oswaldo Cabrera. Some of you might be saying, what the heck are you talking about? If anything, Oswaldo, we're going to stick him over in left field. Guys, I get that. And he's our best option right now. What we have in-house, he's our best option for left field. But let's just, for the sake of this argument, for the sake of this discussion, what happens if Oswaldo Cabrera plays a marvelous shortstop? What happens if he outplays everybody at that position? He outplays Peraza. He outplays Volpe. He outplays IKF. What happens if he outplays everybody at shortstop? You don't think the Yankees would award him that spot? I think they possibly could. They potentially could. But I get it. He would have to absolutely outshine Peraza. He would have to put on a show. He would have to have a performance light years better than Peraza, in my opinion, for him to take his spot. But Cabrera has the ability to do so. And if he does, like I said, it makes things very interesting. Now let's talk about Anthony Volpe. I just saw a highlight of him on Twitter, and the guy, man, he looks like he's in great shape. I'm very excited to see what he's going to bring to the Yankee organization in the years to come. But Anthony Volpe, in my opinion, I don't think he's going to make the Major League roster. Now, he could have an insane spring, and if he does, he could because he has that kind of bat. If he does, my gosh, he might be playing short for us. He maybe even second base. But in my opinion, with Anthony Volpe, the thing that holds me back from promoting him to the major league level is how when they promoted him last year to AAA after his stint with the Somerset Patriots, I believe he struck out in 18% of his at-bats with the Patriots, had 18 home runs. He had a good solid year, I believe over an 800 OPS over there in AA. They promoted him to AAA, and in 22 games in AAA, he struck out 30% of his plate appearances. 30%, that's a lot. That's a high percentage, right? So if he did that just by moving up to AAA, what do you think he's going to do at the major league level? That's the thing. I would just have him no matter. I mean, he's got to have an enormous spring to win the job. But I would just have him sit in AAA. That might be an unpopular opinion, and have him fix those strikeouts, right? And maybe we could see him in June or July. I just don't think now is the time. But hey, I hope he proves me wrong, and I hope he has a dazzling spring. Now, Let's move on to Oswald Peraza, and in my opinion, this is his job to lose. He's a very good shortstop, a very good shortstop. He was good up in the major leagues. I believe he had an outs above average. I think it was in the negatives. I think it was a -1 or -2. I could be totally wrong. Correct me down in the comments if you know. But Peraza is known for having a very, very good glove. And even in the playoffs last year, I believe, there was like a double play where Gleyber Torres flipped it to him, and it looked fantastic. It looked sexy, for lack of a better word. I believe that was in the playoffs. And we're going to be seeing a lot of that this season when Peraza is our starting shortstop. Let's talk about what he did in AAA first. 19 home runs last year in AAA, 50 runs batted in, 258, 59 batting average, 778 OPS in AAA. He struggled mightily in the beginning, but then he picked it up, I believe, in June. He just friggin' picked it up and started to hit the heck out of the ball and was having a very good year down there in Scranton, which led to a promotion. He played 18 games for the Yankees last year. What did he do? Only had a home run, 2 RBIs, but I believe in 58 plate appearances, he had over 300 batting average, over 400 on base percentage. That led to an 830 OPS. He did that in the major leagues, and in the major leagues, he struck out in 15% of his plate appearances. He doesn't strike out, and to top it all off, down there in AAA, he stole 33 bags and was caught stealing 5 times. In the major leagues, in the 18 games that he was here, he stole 2 bags. So this kid, he's athletic. He can steal bases, which that is something that the Yankees really don't do. And imagine if he could bring what he did in AAA to the major leagues. You're looking at a 19-20 home run hitter, 60, 70 runs batted in with a 250 average, a 760, 770 OPS. Imagine if Peraza turns out to be that. That's fantastic. That would be great for the Yankees. So you guys let me know what you think down in the comments. Listen, in my opinion, this could be a very interesting spring training and could be a very interesting situation for the Yankees shortstop position if it gets a little hairy, because it could. But I think this is Peraza's job to lose. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. We have channel memberships in the description if that interests you. Thank you guys. This is Joe. Until next time, signing out.